What's up, fam? It's Tanya talking Tanya J Miller LLC. You guys know we do life, we do leadership, we do it unapologetically on purpose. That means every day we are trying to help you to figure out how to fit the puzzle piece of life together so you do life right and you do it well. So I've been kind of going down memory lane. I don't know. I think it was when my pastor did it a couple of months ago. I think I started thinking about that, and then I started thinking about because Pastor Brady was kind of going down memory lane of her lifetime and childhood in Detroit, and winters especially. And I don't know, I just started thinking about that message, and then I started thinking about the nostalgia that I had. And so some of that I was telling y'all the first day was the nostalgia of the life lessons and leadership skills that were literally birthed in us as young children. At my old church that I grew up in, Greater Mount Tabor, in Sunday school with Superintendent Deacon Henry Robinson. Then at my dad's church, when he started his own faith now Tabernacle Praise and Worship Church with Deacon Eddie McKinney, right? And so I was just saying, like, you literally cannot take for granted the lessons that come. Like, you literally learn so much and have so much access. You were able to, just from reading just from being in a Sunday school class, you were able to, learn so much, and the teachers were even more, bomb, because the fact that it wasn't daycare, but it was actually school on a Sunday, and we was really getting the word in a lesson that we could understand, was amazing. My granny, she used to teach primaries and the beginners class at our jazz church. Baby, she had the patience. I guess that's why my mama is in special education too. And then my aunt, she would always love the youth and the teens or whatever, my friend. And it was just thinking, like, how you learned public speaking, you learn critical thinking, you learn, social and soft skills, you learn how to, exegese and expound upon a text, and how to teach it to somebody. And then when you was teaching to somebody, you was able to make him known, but not to somebody that didn't know him. But you were able to do it in a way that you could relate to it and you could share. And so I was thinking, I said, that's probably why I don't necessarily just always blatantly give you scripture, but I give you my my story, my talk and you take on it, because that's literally how I learned, to study, you know what I'm saying? And to be able to witness and to evangelize, right? And so I was like, and this probably gonna be 2 days, this next one that I was thinking about, right? The memory lane was drill team. First of all, I had to explain to y'all what Sunday school was. Let me explain to you what the church drill team is. It's not the drill team that you think of from the band and the dancers. No, that's not it. Military style, very disciplined, very ordered, and you was a soldier for the Lord, okay? You was a soldier in the army. If I die, let me die in the army of the Lord, okay? And so, literally, in under the tutelage, sorry, my light, y'all, under the tutelage of first, in the tiny Taborettes, Annette Brown, and then her mom. I won't say her mom. I seen a picture not too long ago. Her mom was our supervisor and matron. And then when we went to the big Taborettes, and then we changed the name to the Soldier of the Cross. But first we went to the big Taborettes. I want to say it was the late Renee Lewis then, and then my Aunt Jackie took over, and then under her also came David McDonald. And then we had what we call matrons and supervisors, which I don't want to miss nobody, but I'm going to throw their names out. Big Bev, Lil Bev, I think Lil Bev was one of our matrons. Don't get mad at me if you wasn't. The late Glennis Brown, the late Mother Louise Brown, and my mama as well, Pat Robinson, because I had told y'all about Deacon Robinson, Superintendent Pat Robinson, which was her, she was his wife, and then Susie Carter as well. Like I said, I don't want to get in trouble, but y'all, because this gonna be part 2, because I already know this gonna be a whole one. Listen, y'all remember I said military, right? Soldiers in the army of the Lord. Discipline. Let me listen. Discipline. What you wasn't gonna do is think you was gonna be no soldier and not have no act right, okay? Like you was gonna have some act right, or you was gonna get a demerit. Yeah. Listen, let me tell y'all my Aunt Jackie. I done learned of different ways that you can get punishment that you would not think is punishment until you actually experience this form of punishment. Yeah, I ain't lying, y'all. Like, I ain't never laid a hand on you. Matter of fact, sometimes it's you inflicting the own pain because out of your disobedience. Oh, that's a whole word. That's a whole word. Sometimes you would be the one inflicting the own pain on yourself out of your own disobedience. She didn't raise her voice. None of that. But y'all, the drill team, the army of the Lord, the soldiers of the cross that we were. Back then, the tiny tapeheads and then the big tapeheads. Y'all, we learned so much. We literally were just, and I'm going to have to wrap it up and talk and go into it in the next one tomorrow. But this is where we, for real, learned what ministry was and what the responsibility of ministry was required, and the mind and the heart and the spirit and the lifestyle that was required. This is for real when we were taught the lessons on ministry. And so I'm going down memory lane, but I'm just telling you and I'm sharing with you guys that you can't count the small things as small when God is in them. If you are learning, you going. And if you listen, if you a greeter, it's so much in that. If you a choir member, it's so much in that. I'm telling y'all, like, don't take for granted those acts of serving. It's so much in it, and it's so much that is gonna change your life and make it for the better. So we're gonna go in more tomorrow because I don't went long. So peace, y'all.